everyone, Travis Stetzel here with TravisStetzel.com, and I am here doing a quick video for Critical Bench and all the people over at Critical Bench. My buddy Mike asked me to demonstrate the clean and jerk and talk a little bit about my biggest tips on learning the clean and jerk, because there are some major mistakes that people often make with the Olympic lifts in general. Olympic lifts are very, very technical. So it takes time to learn them, and basically what you want to do is break them down into their separate movements, learn those separate movements, and then start to piece them together as you get better at those separate movements. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go over the major mistakes that people make with the clean and jerk. Alright, so for the first thing that I need to mention is the first pull from the ground. So if you're doing a power clean and jerk, you're going to be going from the ground. So biggest mistake that people make with this is they think that it's a fast speed pull first thing off the ground, where actually it's more of a controlled pull, and what you're trying to do is keep that bar in the right position. So what a lot of people tend to do is they treat it like a deadlift and they come up as fast as they possibly can, whereas all you're trying to do is get that bar in the correct position. And where you want that bar is as close to your body as possible, and the first movement we're doing is pushing our hips back, because we want to load that powerful part of our body, which is our glutes and our hamstrings. That's where we want our weight focus to be on. So we don't want it more of a straight deadlift. So not focusing on a speed pull first thing. Then from there, another mistake people make with the first part of a clean and jerk is they bounce the bar off their thighs. So they pull early. They break at the elbows, they try to muscle it up, and they bounce that bar off their thighs. So again, what you're trying to do with that first pull is you're coming up to the knees, and then that next pull, if you were to look at it slow motion, is going to be an explosive pull. We're trying to pull to those hips. Alright, so you want to get that bar up into your hips as high as possible. Then, as soon as you get the bar moving, your job is to get your elbows underneath the bar as fast as possible. We're talking about a power clean here. So we're not doing a full squat clean. I always recommend starting off with a power clean first before going to a full squat clean. Alright, make sure you get the mobility down. Make sure you get your front squats down. That's a whole other video altogether. So a couple major mistakes right there. Okay, so once you get the bar up into the rack position, then it's time for your jerk. Alright, so the major mistakes that people make with their jerk is they push the bar forward because their feet aren't set up correctly. So what you want to focus on with your feet is when you catch that bar, obviously you stand up, get in a good position, ready for that jerk. Your weight should be back on your heels. A lot of people, when they dip for a dip press or even a push jerk, is they dip too far forward, their weight comes forward on their toes, which is going to force the bar to come forward. So what you want to do is stay up tall. It's just going to be a quick dip, and instead of letting your knees come forward, push your knees out, and from there explosively go into your jerk. If you're going into a split jerk, you're going to split your feet, obviously. If you're just doing a push jerk, obviously you're just going to drive through your legs and get underneath that bar as fast as possible. So I'll go ahead and do a couple example reps here real quick, just with a power clean and jerk. Catch, quick dip, jerk underneath. We'll do another rep here real quick. So notice the first pull is always controlled. As soon as I get past those knees, then I'm going to explode, getting those elbows underneath as quick as possible. I'm going to get myself in a good position, quick dip, boom, drive overhead. So you want to focus on keeping that bar as vertical as possible. So no pushing out, pushing straight up to lockout. So with the clean and jerk, my last tip on this is if you're learning the clean and jerk, I always break it down that way. So power clean, push jerk first, progress up from there. So squat power cleans, split jerks. Once you start getting comfortable with those variations right there, then you can progress on ahead. So I hope some of those tips help you out. Again, Travis Stetzel, TravisStetzel.com. Keep training hard, living aggressive. I'm out.
There you go. There you go, stick that.